All right, so we got 2020 era Zendikar. Then we go into Strixhaven's. And then we go into Call Time. Strixhaven, Call Time. And then we move into Modern... I'll turn the camera, sorry. Then we move into Modern Horizons 2. And then we move into... Oh, God. It's getting faded. Theros, okay. Good old Theros. Boy, remember the Curse of Theros? We move into that. And then we move over to 2021's Doomsday, which is Adventures Forgotten Realm. Sorry, I can't really reach real good. That's Adventures Forgotten Realm. And then, here's an interesting one. Nobody cared and everybody was, so this is terrible. The thing that was trash, now all of a sudden went from just collapsed down to $100 a collector box. Everybody said it was worthless, and now it's spiked all the way back to 180. It's about to go over 200s. The Infinity position we got over here. Good old Commander Legends OG. Wait down here. You guys see it? And then Rudy's disaster position. We got Dominar Remastered, which you guys know what happened to this. I don't even want to talk. I actually took a bath on my position there. And let's move over. Hold on a second. Hang on. I'm moving. Hang on. All right. All right. So now, Brothers War, one of my favorite all-time collector boxes. New Phyrexia, again, my favorite all-time collector boxes there. Dominaria, which absolutely loved. There's Kamigawa back there. And, of course, we have original Lord of the Rings. And then, this was my disaster. This is 1,500 boxes of Wilds of Eldraine. These are Wilds of Eldraine collectors. Here's an open one. Give you guys the whoa. These are the Wilds of Eldraine. We have Lost Caverns of Ixalan. A couple hundred boxes of Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Are you ready? Here it comes. Are you guys ready? Here it comes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So now we have, here is a chunk to give you guys the cases of Lord of the Rings. These are holiday, oh God, again, hold on. Lord of the Rings Holiday Special. This is the infamous, congratulations. History has been made. The very first $1,000 Magic the Gathering collector box. Ready to talk about it? Let's do it. All right, so let's talk about this. So this is a very historical moment. We have a very historical moment today, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to discuss my perspective, how we got here, what's really going on, why this is kind of a major milestone for Hasbro, WotC, and the overall market, the negativity towards new product, and how everything's dead. And this is a very, I don't know, I believe the psychological impact of a collector box hitting $1,000 is a lot greater than I think is kind of thought about on the surface. So first, let's go into some concepts and kind of thought processes. Now, when we talk about this stuff, no one can predict the future. I would have never predicted Lord of the Rings would have been the first $1,000 collector box, okay, the holiday special. It was generally believed, including me and everybody else, that Fallout, or OG, original Lord of the Rings, was going to be the original. This was the big thing. So to refresh everyone's memory, and I encourage you all, you can type in Lord of the Rings space Alpha Investments on YouTube, and I did a lot of Lord of the Rings holiday special box openings. It was some of the most negative, attacked box opening videos I've probably ever done. And I would like people to take a moment and reflect and learn and look back on those videos to kind of look at what everyone's attitude and thought process was, and look what happened. And as we talk about in the last 9 to 10 years in this YouTube channel, why most people continue and will always miss out on substantial repricing and moves and market swings. Because these things happen quickly, and when the market's not prepared, people were laughing when these things went to $300-400 a box, then $500, and it was ridiculed all the way. This is a very similar situation to Pokemon Evolving Skies, where every time it hit a new benchmark, people would sell into it and want to get out before it crashes, and we would see the market flush each time. Now, unlike Evolving Skies and many other collector boxes, remember, the winner here, the ultimate granddaddy middle finger to the market, to the internet, social media, all the lab coats on the Facebooks and MySpaces, Discords, and Ashley Madison and OnlyFans. The product that nobody believed in ended up being the greatest performing, best sealed product in modern magic history. We're talking store cost for me was $260, $270 a box. I ran 3 sales to patrons. They barely sold. So I think I sold for $269, $279, $289. And overall, this $250 to $300 product is up 300 to 400%, depending on what price point and metric you want to use, in 1 year. Now, this is not normal behavior. I do not expect to see this kind of thing again. As I discussed in this channel the last few months, I told you all, Lord of the Rings Holiday Special is just an animal. And it's a perfect storm because every category between supply, you have incredibly low supply, you have incredibly high demand, you have incredibly limited availability, you have incredibly high price, so stores couldn't sit on them or do anything, and you have all these variables. Last but not least, nobody believes in the product. Before the product released, like even if you're a patron, log into my Patreon account and type in like Lord of the Rings sale or everything, pull up the post when I launched my sales on these, and look at the comments from other patrons saying, this is a cash grab, it's trash, why would anybody buy 2.0 Lord of the Rings because you couldn't get the one ring? It was met with the most severe bashing and bullshit of any modern magic, probably since, I don't know, I don't have an example. So, when you have extreme situations, we can say it's contrarian play, we can say whatever we want. But the point of talking about this is a moment to reflect and think about what happened, okay? And this is why someone like Rudy, what I showed you all in the intro of this video, I believe that having exposure in sealed product, to me, again, you guys can make your own decisions, but for me, the exposure of having sealed product in as many sets as possible will always, diversification, win trying to handpick a set. It's like Wall Street. I'm not going to put all my money into a single stock. Okay? Yes, I own a lot of Hasbro shares. It is a single stock, but it's nowhere near. It doesn't even represent any large portion of my net worth. But the point is, diversification is the only free lunch in life. And this moment, I showed you at the beginning of this video. Okay? We talked about, all these different collector boxes and problems, okay? And good and bad things that have happened over the years. But even if you buy a product and it barely goes up, even if you buy a product and you lose, actually, I guess, Crimson Valve, store cost on this was maybe $180 at launch, and I sold it for maybe $200. And it tanked all the way down to like $80, $90. I think now it's back to 130s, 40s, 50s. It's continuing to crawl back. But even if you have products that you lose 10, 20, 30% on, you have to have the correct investor, collector, long-term mindset. Because there will be moments when products will go insane. And missing out on big moves is a greater risk than the downside risk in a greater risk than timing the market. Time in the market will always beat timing the market. We've been over this 1,000 times. I don't care if we're talking about the S&P 500, or you're talking about a sealed product, you're talking about Bitcoin, you're talking about a rental property. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. The same psychological principles apply to all this. And on this magical day of history, where Wizards, since 2019, 2020, released the first Throne of Eldraine collector, the very first collector box ever made in the United States in English. Well, it's 2024. Within 5 years, we now have our first collector box that cracked $1,000. And psychologically, this also lays the framework to let people be aware that it is possible. So before this happened, some box to 1K was always the internet meme and the internet joke and the pumpers and dumpers and the Rudys and the fancy hair club. It was always the meme and the jokes is so-and-so is going to 1K. Fallout to 1K, Assassin's Creed to 1K, Baldur's Gate to 1K, Throne of Eldraine to 1K, Crimson Battle. That was always the meme in Magic, and it came from the Monarch to 1K in Flesh and Blood. It came, it's been a meme that's been thrown around for years since the 2020, 2021 Money Machine Go Burr era. And today, it actually happened. And it happened on a product that's only 1 year old. And I assure you all, 99% of viewers and Magic people missed the whole thing. I looked back in my data last year when I ran the last sale of Lord of the Rings Holiday Special, and I did a 3-pack. You could get a Wilds of Eldraine Collectors, Lost Caverns of Ixalan Collectors, and a Lord of the Rings Holiday Special Collectors. The last time I ever offered it. That 3-pack was $620 or something. That was the last time I offered it. I pulled the data. And you could buy 1, 2, 3, depending how many you bought or whatever. And there were 5 patrons that bought the living hell out of that from me. And one of them bought it, I think it was 6 or 12 times. They even asked to buy extra. And I ran the math on that. They are up tens of thousands of dollars on that one thing. And one patron sent me a picture and says, "Hey, Rudy, thanks for getting me a free car," kind of thing. So we have these insane examples that do happen. They're rare. They don't come along very often, so don't think this is a normal thing. But it's a beautiful thing when it happens. And these are the moments where the people who stayed the course, they believed in the product, they enjoy the product, they're obsessed with the product like me. And sometimes, as they say, sometimes you hit it big. So for me, for example, on that position of Lord of the Rings Holiday Special Collector boxes, I haven't done an exact count, but let's say on that particular location and that particular pile, I think that pile was, let's say, 400 or 500 in that particular location. I think I've got a couple return ones over there, and I've got a few loose cases here. I don't know, I think I still am around 1,000 boxes of it, but think about this. 1,000 boxes of Lord of the Rings Holiday Special is $1 million at $1,000 a piece. My cost basis was $265. That's a $700,000 paper increase on a product that for 6 months in a row was a nightmare and was a very difficult thing just to even film a box opening. And then you have these moments in life where things kind of take care of themselves. I really would encourage anyone out there to learn from this, to go on YouTube, type in the Lord of the Rings Holiday Special boxes, look at the YouTuber, look at the market discussions on this product, on all the YouTube channels, all the social media posts. I encourage you to go on MySpace and Reddit, run searches, look at the posts that were 9 to 12 months ago. Nothing from the last couple months when it skyrocketed, because now everybody's like, "Oh, it's posters and everything." No. Only look at things that are at least 9 months. Run the search for a minimum of 6 to 9 months ago. And look at the results. And look at comments. Look at Reddit and Discord and Facebook comments and posts. And look at what actually happened to better understand how we got here and why nobody has these boxes. Okay? That is the important takeaway. Because right now, it's easy to be, "Oh, look at Rudy. Hey, I'm going to brag that I got this, and look at this," and that's fine. But take a moment and learn why. Go back and learn about what the chatter was. Learn about the people on the internet who you were taking advice and listening to, discussing products. Look at what was said and done. I had continuous problems and responses and negative and threats because I did a ton of box openings by the case. And man, I went back on some of those videos and I looked, and there are some people commenting from the last 30, 45 days that's saying, "Wow, this aged like milk. Holy cow, look at the comments. Look what happened to this product." There are some of you already going back. I've seen the comments and I actually went back and I hit sort by newest comments. And I'm seeing some of you going back going, "Whoa." And I cannot underestimate the impact of that helped accelerate what happened today. If Lord of the Rings Holiday Special had the same positive hype as the normal release, this would have never happened. Okay? This would have never happened. The print run for the holiday special was a little lower than the original summer release. And it was met with it was awful. It was just, I don't know how to drill home to you all what it was like to be a part of this product at release. I had so much of it. I had thousands of these things. And of course, I should have kept all thousands of them. And I sold off most. I still kept a good amount, but I wish I kept it all. As you all see, when I have positions in all these collector boxes, they don't always go up, right? They don't always go up. They don't always do good, right? They don't always, it's not a collector box, but great product. But again, because they did that last massive print run on original Jumpstart right into the pandemic, it studded the growth of this product. So we have to wait longer for the market to reprice. Things don't always work out. Things don't always work out. But again, buying a product. See, being in a different financial level and having a different financial foundation makes it easier and allows me to think differently than some of you who watch this channel. There were many people in the crash who bought a bunch. Like here's a good example. So here's a good example. So this, I can't even lift it. I'm too weak. Oh, God. Okay, so this was a collection I bought from, I'm just going to say, a collector, investor, or store owner at the end of 2023 who had given up. I want to show you what it looks like. I haven't even sorted this. I just verified the products were here. And this was a collection that I had bought. Can you guys see underneath there? I don't know if you can see underneath. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Can you guys see the rows underneath with all the different collector boxes and everything? So these type of collections and different things, people don't always, they get frustrated. Hey. They get frustrated when they expect to buy something and it just doesn't work out perfectly. And I try to explain to you all, again, way underpriced, phenomenal product. Oh wait, Commander Masters, that's already all-time high, isn't it? This is the one that Rudy pumped and dumped too, and that's all-time high? Oh, that's cool. So, people, oh wait, that's all-time high too. So, these things, that's all-time high. So, I don't know. I think it's a very humbling moment when I have such a tremendous passion for doing this stuff, and I've done it so long. There are many times it's very difficult to make videos and talk about the new collector. But Dusk Morn's the new thing coming up. And no matter what video I make on any topic, it's met with just a bunch of morons many times who just send me the most insane messages about, ruining some store somewhere in the country or causing this to go to zero and you bankrupted my family and this, and I don't know. But nobody really wants to talk about the amount of times these things do very well. And there's a lot of you all out there that have made a lot of money on this stuff. A lot. But the thing is, those type of individuals are very quiet. They don't share stuff. I'm very transparent. I show you all the receipts. I share what's going on. So that puts my face in your home, and most of you, so many of you right now, are in the bathroom pooping, and you're holding yourself, and your pants are down naked, and I'm in this intimate room with you. So Rudy's like, your intimate bro. Remember, it doesn't count if you don't make eye contact. And I think people just lose sight that, and I know you don't want to hear it, but sealed product sealed collecting, sealed investing, it is alive and well. And it's doing very well in 2024. And I've spent the last 9 to 12 months telling you all, starting October last year, that the market cycle was resetting. We were in a new era, and there's going to be tremendous opportunity. Today, we mark a major milestone. We're a Magic the Gathering collector holiday special. Where'd it go? We have our first $1,000 winner. And no, this is not the end of the book. This is not the end of the story. This is just an important benchmark, an important save point to remind you all, and all the people who just make a living bashing every store, bashing every YouTuber, negative on every social media post, that you can get your clicks and drama, and you can be rude and mean to anybody you want. But the Magic world in WotC, you may not like what they're doing, how they're milking us, and how expensive their cards are, but things are doing very well. And as I told you all, the runway right now and the next 6, 12, 24 months look very good. And I don't think we've seen anything yet. I think this is just an important eye-opening experience that I wanted to say congratulations to anybody who still believes in sealed product, and may things always be in your favor. And congratulations to Lord of the Rings Holiday Special, the most hated, ridiculed product in collector box history, because they're doing it a second time on the same set to milk the community. Congratulations to anybody who has it. And I think there is more to come. And I stand by my attitude that Fallout, Assassin's Creed, Wilds of Eldraine, Ixalan, I even think Phyrexia type stuff. I know you don't want to hear it. I think a lot of these guys are going to continue to be repriced. And over the next 6, 12, 24 months, we're going to constantly hit all-time highs as we continue to move forward, and people just continue to miss out because they're just angry. And it is a beautiful world out there, and it is important to think for yourself. And I know when you have ideas, you like to research. We all do it. We go online, we research, we listen to other things. And it's important to kind of be careful not to let that stuff hold you back. Because, again, as I end this video, I encourage anyone out there to take 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to end the video. Go online. Go on YouTube. Go on Reddit. Go on Discords and Facebooks and OnlyFans. Type in Lord of the Rings. Look at the commentary. Find the social media posts on Reddit that were talking about this product. I encourage you to go back and look at any of it. And look at the rhetoric. And every fucking single one of those people were wrong. And this is the best historical performing product in modern Magic history, and everyone was fucking wrong. Godspeed.
Penis!